Welcome to the latest episode of QA Bytes. The DevOps world is full of continuous processes, and continuous testing is the latest one to join the party. Whether it's just the latest buzzword for testing in DevOps or truly something new and different is up for debate. However, I think the term is here to stay, so I'd like to explore what it really means to those of us responsible for ensuring testing practices aren't orphaned by our organization's journey to DevOps. There's a lot of continuous testing definitions being thrown around, and many of them are conveniently slanted towards tool vendors' messaging. However, one that Alan Page recently gave in a webinar really resonated with me. To paraphrase his definition, continuous testing is running the right tests at the right time to assess the risk of promoting a build through the delivery pipeline. Alan adds that continuous testing is as much about the context as it is about the automated testing. I think this way of thinking about continuous testing can serve as a really good high-level guide when trying to determine which tests are important to us. Let's look at what successful continuous testing looks like. First, to further the goals of DevOps, continuous testing must provide fast, accurate, and actionable feedback. Similarly, continuous testing does not inherently cause bottlenecks in the delivery pipeline. It involves testing, maybe multiple types of tests, at each stage of the pipeline. It must include effective automation and testing practices. In addition to automation, it incorporates effective human testing practices such as exploratory and usability testing. It demands stable test environments and data. There's no room for hunting down issues caused by flaky environments or invalid test data. Last, but definitely not least, the test suites that make up your continuous testing must be reviewed. Broken tests must be fixed, tests that are no longer relevant should be removed, and new tests should be added as appropriate. Finally, I want to talk about continuous testing versus test automation. I see a lot of definitions out there, especially from tool vendors, that use the two terms interchangeably. However, as the definition we discussed earlier suggests, continuous testing is more than just another way to say test automation. I think the most important difference is that continuous testing takes the focus off binary pass-fail results associated with user stories or acceptance criteria, and puts the spotlight on the business risk associated with releasing the software. I see a lot of situations where automated tests have been created, but there hasn't been a lot of thought put into what those tests are telling us. In this case, safety doesn't come from numbers alone. Your tests need to give you information necessary to assess the risk associated with promoting the build. If they don't, then you're just lengthening the lead time of your delivery pipeline. Thank you for watching this episode of QA Bytes. Keep a lookout for the next episode in our DevOps Test Automation series, where we'll discuss obstacles to effective automation in testing.